So guys, what I'm about to explain in this video is exactly what the modern day women do. At least good looking modern day women that are fairly young. This is their game. This is what they do. It is their wheelhouse, and if you play it, you're gonna know that this just ain't gonna work. As they deal with higher tier males, they will use lower tier males as leverage to gain power over higher tier males. They're never just dealing with you. It's never that way, ever. Maybe if you get married one day or something, maybe. That's a maybe. Still a maybe. They will use lower tier males as leverage and use it as manipulation to try to trigger the higher value males. And what's a higher value male? It is a male that has a lot of boxes checked off, and that's all I need to say. There's a lot of things good about yourself. There's a lot of things you have that's attractive as a man. And as for the lower tier men, they don't do it like that. They don't check off the boxes, not all of them, which means they're on the lower tier end of a male. But if you check off most of the boxes, if not all, then you're a higher tier male, and you're gonna get hit with the tricks. You're gonna get hit with all these things that's gonna come your way. And what you do in these circumstances is continuously focus on yourself. Like, your day isn't stirred off or stirred away because of anybody, let alone her. Your day continues on, just like nothing ever happened. They're gonna keep trying to play this game, and your day's gonna keep going on. So they're playing a game that doesn't even exist because you're not participating in the game. You're not emotionally attached to what is going on. You're very much so not. Like, it does not matter what they do. It doesn't make a difference. Like, you don't even like them like that. But this is what they're gonna try to do. Why? Because they're not gonna deal with just you. Because if they do, you clearly and obviously have the power. 1-to-1, you have the power. So what do modern women do today? I'm not saying, and what I mean by this is the younger, prettier, modern day women. Not every woman alive does this, but this is what they do. This is the game, and everybody knows it. This is what they do. So I'm telling you now what they do, so be prepared for it. Or if you're experiencing something like this right now, prepare for it. They will use lower tier men that they can doodle around with and all this kind of stuff to try to get you off center, to try to make you jealous, to try to distract you, to try to do something to get little responses out of you. This is what they're trying to do. They go hot and cold. They come off right strong at first, and all of a sudden, nothing. And it's all these games and stuff because they're trying to draw reactions out of yourself. They're trying to see, where does this guy stand? Does he like me? What does he think about me? So let me do this and let me do that and let me cause a whole dramatic scene. Because they don't just deal with you. Because if they do just deal with you, like I said, you clearly have the power. Anytime a woman just deals with you, you have the power as a man. That's why they have to do all these things. That's why they have to do those things. They don't have a choice. So if they are power hungry females, if they are the younger, prettier females with their heads in the clouds, egos are huge. They can't just let things be with one person and do things the right way. They're gonna behave that way. These things will happen. And it's how you react and respond to these things that's going to ultimately get you the result that you either want or you don't want. It depends what you do when these things happen. You don't have to deal with people like this at all if you don't want to. You can play the game, or you can still be involved with the person and just not play into what they're doing, and you show them that you just don't give a sweet flying. And then you're going to see the result. And then you're going to see what happens momentarily after nothing they have done even came close to working. Why? Because you've been there, you've done that. It ain't going to work. And let me tell you what this can do to these types of females. It can anger them. It can fluster them. It can backfire on them. It can scare them. It can intimidate them to the point where some of them might not want to deal with you no more. And some might get even more aroused by you. Either or is going to happen whenever these things happen and you play your cards right. This is what's going to happen, and no matter what happens, let that be. And I'll tell you why you let that be. If you don't let it be, clearly you're going to have to pursue harder to try to get her, and this brings your value down. And if you just don't care, time's going to go on. She's not going to be in the picture no more. Time's going to go on. And she might not deal with you, but maybe as more time goes on, like an extended amount of time, and you just keep doing what you do and you're thriving in life, she may come back even harder. So you maintain your power, your frame, and she's going to fit into that because she realizes this is the only way. And if she wants to deal with you good enough or bad enough, she's going to do it. And if not, another one bites the dust. And that's what it's going to be. That's what that's what it has to be. And yeah. So this is what they will do. Not only do they deal with lower tier males for attention, validation, etc., to boost their egos even more, everything to do with these women is like fake. Like everything to do with them is just fake. It's all ego. There's nothing real there. Like you outdo her by a country mile. And that's just the facts. Like if it's not the facts, then why can't she just deal with you? Because if she does, you have a ridiculous amount of power in this situation. She's going to be the one that cares way more. And you're just going to keep living your life, and it's like, yeah, you're good, but you still don't really care that much because you're not really supposed to as a man to begin with. You're supposed to keep doing the things you're doing in life, and you're supposed to kind of let a woman come in and kind of love you, you know what I'm saying? You don't follow her frame, you don't fall in love with her, you don't go to her, you let her do that to you all the time. But you don't really do it back. You're not really engaged in it. You're engaged more so in your life, in your purpose, and you let her be who she is. You let her kind of come into your frame and you keep being how you are without kind of being 50-50, half and half, and you're trying to do things for her and trying to, no, that's not how it works. It's just simply not how it works. But women that are scared, women that are insecure, and sometimes it'd be the prettiest ones, bro. They ain't gonna do it. They expect you to do things for them. They expect you not to do things for them. They expect you to like give them validation, boost their egos, and do all this kind of stuff. And if you don't, it can scare them. If you don't chase after them, it can scare them. because they're thinking, oh, he's dealing with other women. Oh, he's doing this. Oh, he's doing that. Oh my God. And they're literally panting like a dog behind closed doors. They're terrified. Why? Because they're dealing with a man that has value. And it goes back to this. This is why they use lower tier men. Bro, they'll do some crazy things sometimes. They'll do some crazy things sometimes. I'm telling you full well. They will flaunt to the guy they like about other things, to test him, to shit test him, to see how he's going to react. Oh, look who I'm talking to. They will show you that they're talking to another guy. They will show you, if they want to play the game that hard, they will. They're trying to get something out of you. They're trying to get some sort of reaction, some sort of something out of you, bro. Sometimes they go that far because nothing else they done worked, and it's like, let me just do the worst things and show him the worst things. Because I need to see that he cares. I need to see that he's invested. I need to see this. I need to see that. They will go to those lengths. Sometimes. And it's all to try to gain power and leverage over a man that is more high value and top tier. That's what it is. But what they don't realize when they do these things, a lot of the time, they are only further ruining things with a great candidate for a guy that could be in their lives for a very long time. Sometimes they ruin it. And they will go that far to ruin it if they're that insecure and scared to just do things the right way. It's like a lot of these modern day women are allergic to just doing things the right way. And like, as a man, you have to be prepared for these types of tests. You will pass certain tests and you will land upon the right one, and they will start to do the right things. It's just about that time. It's just about the timing. But the tests are coming. And some's gonna be hefty tests. They're trying to inflate, like a balloon, their own value. They're trying to inflate their value because they don't have the value you actually have. They're trying to inflate theirs like a balloon. To show you this, to show you that. Look at me, this, that. And you just are who you are, and you've done what you've done. You've created what you've created. You've worked hard for what you worked hard for. You have become. They have not. And it's not even that they have to do a whole bunch of things to become. But they're trying to inflate their self-worth and their value so high, like in a fake way. Because you absolutely have the power and the leverage in this situation. So they're trying to do those things. To try to take you down a notch. It don't matter how successful you are. Man, the air is dry in here. Oh my God, my freaking hand is literally just starting to get cut to pieces. All this dryness, oh my God. And not just in here, like other places inside and indoors and everything else. But they will go to extreme lengths, brother. They will go to extreme lengths to try to gain any amount of power over you that they possibly can. Because they're scared. You have the potential that they could invest in you, they could start to care about you, and like, they don't know you. They don't know you. These women don't know you either. They don't know if you're a player. They don't know if you're playing it off and you're dealing with a million other women yourself. They don't know. So, and they always make up fake little scenarios in their head, like they could think you do that, but you don't do that. And you could do that, and they think you don't do that. Like, no one really knows. But whatever fake scenarios they make up in their head, That's how they're going to come at you. They're going to start to, because they convince themselves sometimes of things that don't even exist. Because they had an emotion one time at one period of the day. They had an emotion. Oh my God. Here comes all these assumptions. Here comes all these assumptions. He's doing this. He's doing that. Oh my God. And it's not even the case. And sometimes it's not even the case. These women will also deal with lower tier males to try to get to you. They will be with them. What's the word I want to put on this? They will be with them short term to try to show them off, to try to make the higher value dude jealous or care or something like this, to show them something. To show them something. Because he just don't show them nothing. So they will do that. They will flaunt him, and all of a sudden he's gone now. They done what they done. They planted the seed they planted. They try to stir the pot. It's all these games, bro. It's all these games. We are easy. They are complicated. It is what it is. Shout out to Casey Zenner himself. He does all those whiteboard presentations, and you see how many letters is on that damn whiteboard presentation. Honestly, it does things, and it makes more men around the world understand, but at the same time it does nothing, and I'll tell you why it does nothing. Because at the end of the day, you can never figure out a woman, because they're going to do a variety of different things. That's the only thing you have to understand, like really. There's all these massive presentations, and he does a damn good job doing it. I'm not saying it doesn't bring any value. It absolutely does, and it makes so many more men around the world understand what's going on. It does do that. But it goes to show how complicated they are. Bro, you could not do a whiteboard presentation about male behavior or games men play. You could not possibly write that many letters out, because it's just very simple across the board. Women will drag you to the 7th layer of hell, boy. They will go to extreme lengths. They will take you through the ringer for a very long time. Because they're always living on the emotion they feel right now. They don't even see things as far ahead, and this can ruin them over time. They can think, oh, I'm not going to settle with this guy right now because I think I could do better. Or I'm not going to do this with this guy right now because there's something else. And they convince themselves of these things till they're 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. All to have ruined their entire prime years, to now slightly be out of their prime, to look back on every guy they passed up on or ruined things with, and see him now and see what they are, and they don't even come close. In fact, back then, that guy was even better than her still. But that's how inflated their egos are. And I'm not saying this to hate. I'm saying this because it's the truth. Like, absolutely, these things happen. It happens. And as a man, what can you do? Like, if they're going to do that, there's nothing you can do. You're not going to chase them. You're not going to try to explain to them all this stuff, because then you look like an idiot. And it honestly brings your value down. And when your value is high enough anyways, you're not even going to care. There's only a million other options. There's only a million other things that's going to actually come in and play their part. So if they're going to do all this crazy stuff, so be it. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing any of you can do. If they do that, it's going to be what it's going to be. And there's no other way around it. If they're going to correct what they've done quickly, they can redeem themselves. But if they don't correct their wrongdoings and their bad decision making quick, and time keeps going on, they are going to lose. That is their fault. They didn't want to take the chance. They didn't want to take the risk. Sometimes they fear that high value man that looks great. Sometimes they fear that, oh my God. They make up these false things in their head and time passes them on and all of a sudden, ruined. The situation is ruined. And I'm telling you guys full well right now, there's only so much you can do with these types of females. There's only so much you can do. If you're talking to a new girl, let's say right, she's going to take you through the ringer at least to some degree. It might not be too crazy. It might be very crazy. It might be in the middle-ish. You never know what they're going to do. They're very unpredictable. One day they're so on, they're so hot with it. Things are going smooth. The next day, cold. The next day, it's not the same. You never know what they're going to do, and to know this, as a man, you can just never care at all. Like, I hope the ladies watching this understand that the conversations me and my bros have, when I have somebody over here and we're having a conversation about women or something like this, these are the conversations that are being had. We can take on a woman. We can start to talk to some woman. We cannot care. Like, yeah, all right, you're good looking. We see potential in you, you're talking to her. But there's just not really any care there. And you can never care. The second you care, the second you're actually invested, you're trying to get things, and you're making this effort. With those types of females, it's over. It's over. I got some friends that are a bit younger right now, and we're not close friends, but sometimes they'll pop over. They live fairly close, and they're going through experiences like this right now. I have some experiences myself. I have some things going on right now myself. And it's like, these are just the conversations that are being had. Like, you just don't care. Like, yeah, okay. Like, you can't lay your head down at night and have this negative vibes and feelings about yourself about some chick. If you feel these things and it's just ongoing all the time, you have to cut them off. I've talked to females like this in my life. Back in 2021, I had a female like that, and it was like every single night they leave you with a bad taste in your mouth. It's just like the vibe is off. They try to like destroy it just to see what you're going to do. They will. Some of these women, bro, are literally demonic. Like, they might look as pretty can get, and they're demonic, bro. I'm telling you full well. They will purposely make you feel the worst vibes on earth to try to get these reactions out of you. These are women you do not deal with. You have to cut ties. And you know what? You know what text you're going to get whenever you do this? They're going to text you days or weeks later. Hi, stranger. They want to reignite that mess that they're trying to put you through. They're trying to reignite that mess. Yes, I said it, that fucking mess. They're not saying, hi, stranger, to start acting right now and to do what they're supposed to do and behave and be a good little girl. They ain't doing that. They'll act that way for a very short period of time, and they're right back to their bullshit. Making you overthink at night, making you just feel bad. Weirdness, bro. Weird vibes. Like, it starts to take a toll. Anybody on earth can get to you, bro, if you let them. That's why you don't let them. You don't care. You just don't care. They can do whatever they want, and you can do whatever you want as well. You can stop talking to her any day you want. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to let them affect you. But if you keep trying, if they're doing things and you keep trying, They're doing something to gain power and leverage over you because they don't want to play their part. They don't want to give it up. There's nothing more you can do. It's like some of these women you deal with, there's not a move you can make that's going to make things better. Those are the ones you got to cut clean. You could pursue extra. You could try to get things going on with them extra. You could do all the extra shit to try to make things better. Nothing is going to pan out good. You can do the opposite. Nothing's going to pan out good. That's why you cut them. That's the best option. And then they can think to themselves, oh, he's given up so easily and all this. You give us no choice. This is the only thing you can do. The only thing. And with that being said, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this presentation, and that's the video for today. They will do anything, bro. They won't just use other lower tier men as leverage to get to and fluster higher value men because they want to gain some power over them. They will do other things as well to do this, just in a different way. They'll do other things as well. There's just an unlimited amount of things they could do. Don't ever think, oh my God, she's talking to me, she likes me, things are going to go good, things are going to be right. Never think that way. Don't get caught up into it. Keep living your life. And just don't care. Let them care. You keep doing you.